They're not going to stop. Promised you this, didn't they?
No! Do you have any idea what you've just done?
No, don't care. My client ordered me to reduce Umbrella to rub.
So recently we got some information regarding DLC for the Resident Evil 3 remake. The producer of the RE3 remake has said in an interview that there will be no future DLC or add-ons for the game. Oh my god. How embarrassingly pathetic is it, seeing that the original game, which came out 21 years ago, has a lot more to offer than the remake that came out this year. Remember when Capcom actually cared about quality? Remember how they refused to release Resident Evil 2 when it was over 90% complete, but they decided to scrap the entire project and start all over from scratch just because they felt unsatisfied with the product? If that was Capcom nowadays, there's no possible way to believe that they'd actually do this. Capcom has changed, and unfortunately it's not for the best. But you know what's even more disappointing? The fact that we were literally asking for the bare minimum. Operation Mad Jackal, aka Mercenary Mode, and extra costumes are the bare minimum. The Mercenary Mode is just reusing every asset in the game. It's basically the Fort Survivor mode with a timer, only here we actually get a chance to rescue civilians while going from A to B. We wanted to play as Nikolai, Mikhail, and surely they could have also included choosing Tyrell and Murphy, because again, it's just reusing assets from the game. And costumes? Fans have made so many costumes since the release of the demo. What's your excuse, Capcom? Sadly, you need to have the PC version of the game in order to use the fan-made costumes, but as for Capcom, they only released 2. The Stars outfit, and the censored one based on the original RE3 outfit. Oh, and the alternate outfit for Carlos does not count. That was just a clean shave and a haircut. They didn't even bother with his OG mercenary outfit. You know what? I don't think I want to play Resistance anymore. I don't care if I haven't unlocked every costume cosmetic for each survivor yet. I don't care if they're planning on adding newer survivors, masterminds, or even new locations anymore. The game has been constantly broken from day one, and I'm tired of it. Plus, Resistance was just the ball pit you play with when you're waiting for the real deal. The early bands that you put up with while waiting for the main band to get on stage. But since that's not happening, I'm not sticking around waiting for future disappointment. They aren't even going to bother letting us use the costumes Jill has in the Resistance mode, or give us the extra zombie skins and models like the Clown, the Dealer, the Detonator, or other creature skins from Resistance. It's right there! Capcom, you can keep your future remake projects. If this is how you're going to treat the franchise, then don't bother with any future remakes anymore. You may have blinded a good majority of RE fans with those gorgeous graphics and gameplay, but clearly these games are incomplete versions of the originals. They got it pretty close with the RE2 remake, but the A and B scenarios weren't executed correctly. They cut some of the important creatures out as well. In the end, it was a solid experience because at least the game still had us going through the police station, the sewers, and the underground Umbrella Lab, whereas the RE3 remake cut out a huge portion of the city streets. They removed the clock tower, the Raccoon City Park, the cemetery. Even more creatures were cut, and now it's been confirmed that we're getting nothing new to make up for this demo of a game. Graphics and gameplay weren't exactly what got us hooked with the original Resident Evil titles, and even Dino Crisis. It was the story, the puzzles, the horror aspects that got us hooked. It is possible to combine those elements with great graphics and gameplay, giving us one hell of an experience, but so far it doesn't look like Capcom is interested in quality anymore. So yeah, I'm not interested in any future RE titles that are remakes. What's the point of getting a Resident Evil 4 remake if they're surely going to cut locations out, such as the giant castle, a huge majority of the island, say goodbye to most bosses? Cut locations equal cut bosses and enemies as well. Don't expect mercenary mode if they couldn't give it to us before. No separate ways or assignment Ada scenarios, and this will most likely be Lewis's introduction.
Leon! I got it!
follow the same fate.
Stay with me, Louis. Louis! Louis!
I guess if they did work on a remake for Outbreak, Code Veronica, and Dino Crises, then those three would most likely get a ton of content removed as well. So, I guess we're just gonna have to go back to playing the originals and forget about those pesky remakes. In fact, I heard that fans have been personally working on their own Dino Crisis remake, so let's just show our support towards them, as they definitely deserve it for giving us what Capcom couldn't. It's such a shame, really. The RE3 remake was a fun experience, but it felt like a long demo rather than a full $60 priced game. Resistance doesn't exactly make up for that kind of a price tag. When I made my reviews for RE3, I was really expecting to see future DLC that would give us everything that was missing. Well, everything important that was missing. But if I knew that it was already considered to be a finished product, then my reviews wouldn't have been so positive. Anyways, that's about everything I can say about this news. I'll continue to make Resident Evil videos based on the original games and its stories so that I can at least provide the fans with interesting stories that are faithful to the original source material. So don't worry about that. But with that said, that's it for the video. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button to give this video a chance to grow. I'd like to thank all my Patreon supporters for their impeccable generosity. Your support means a lot to me, and you are part of the reason why I try to make the best content that I can. And if you like this content, check out the rest of my channel. You'll find more entertainment from separate franchises I like to cover, such as Mortal Kombat, Dragon Ball Z, Celebrity Deathmatch, Men in Black, The Mask, Batman comics, The Terminator, TMNT, Dino Crises, Resident Evil, and more. If you're a Patreon supporter, check out my exclusive videos such as the Gantz content. And if you'd like to show your support, go to my Patreon and support the channel, which is only $1. Sacrifice that McChicken for extra quality content, my friend. But anyways, I'll see you all in the next video, and remember to have an awesome day.